to be looking at our gradebook, and we're going to be looking at how to set up your categories. It is very important to set up your categories and your weighting before you begin to input assignments. So here we are at our PowerSchool attendance menu. This is where you come in and do your attendance. To get to your gradebook, we can go to each particular course gradebook through these links, but we can also click on PowerTeacher Pro to get to the settings. And so we're going to click on there, and that takes us to this window. We're going to go ahead and click on Settings, and on Settings then we click on Traditional Grade Calculations. And so here we can see, I'm going to go ahead and collapse this course. We can notice that we have 3 courses. Remember that in ELA we have 2 periods per course, so that's why it's only 3. You might have a lot more in your periods. So we go ahead and we're going to take a look at this particular course. We notice that this is already set up. It has the category weighting, and we can see those category weightings by clicking on this pencil. And here we see the 4 categories and the weighting that it has. In order to do this part, to set up the settings, we need to make sure we have all the categories first. And the way we do that is by clicking here on this plus sign, and we say plus, and we want to add a category. We want to make sure we know the name of the category, and that is taken from your syllabus. It is a good idea to keep it the same, so that way it is clear to you, to the students, and to the parents as to the assignment, why or where it belongs to which category. For each category, you can also give it a distinct color, and you can identify here which classes will have that particular category. There are some categories that were created by the district, and those are identified by having a little school icon next to them. You do not have to necessarily use them all, but they are there if you would like to use them. Once you have added all the categories that you will need, then you click on Save so that you have all of your categories saved, so you save one by one. Once you have all your categories, you go back to your section and notice that it has quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. We're going to go ahead and click on this pencil for quarter 1. And so we see that this gradebook is already set up. It already has the 4 categories, but let's say we had 5 categories. And so what we would do is we would add right here where you see this plus, we would add that plus, and then it gives us a new row. Then we would identify it as category weighting. When we do that, we notice that this allows us to have a drop down. So this would be where your category that you created is at. And so you would add the category, and then you would add the weight amount. And once you have all the weights that add up to 100, then that's where you are completed, and you would click Save. For our purposes, I'm going to click on the X because I don't want to make this gradebook incorrect, but you would click Save when you are completed. I'm going to go ahead and discard changes, but you would click Save and Continue. Once you do 1 quarter, you will not have to do the same process. Instead, what you would do is you would go to this gear here, and you would say that you want to copy the calculations, and you want to say that you're going to copy them within a class. So you would select the class. In this case, I'm going to pick that class, and I'm going to say quarter 1 category weighting, and I want it to be the same for quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. And then I would click Validate, and that would copy those same settings for the other quarters so that my year is completely, my gradebooks are already ready for the entire year. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I just mainly went over categories and weighting. If you have further questions, please, once again, let me know, and we can do a Zoom meeting and meet together. Once again, you would click Validate. I'm going to click on the X so that I don't make any unnecessary changes on here.